Welcome to episode 3 of the Polo Show, the show about one of the most thrilling and spectacular team sports on horseback. This time we travel to the home of polo for a special look at the iconic English season. Set within the land of the rolling green fields, with sport running through its heart, amongst castles and history, there is no better place for the home of polo to be. Prestigious international trophies, epic nation battles, all played out on the hallowed turf of England. Join us on our polo journey as we live and breathe the true competitiveness of this fantastic sport. We start at one of the most renowned clubs in England, full of polo history, the Beaufort, home to the Gloucestershire Festival of Polo, an exciting event showcasing top-class polo and great family entertainment with a traditional vintage funfair and a bustling shopping village. The two teams selected to do battle for the Swinhay International Test match, England versus Pakistan. First blood went to Pakistan with a great opening goal from Raja Samiullah. Matt Perry returning the favour for England with a lovely neck shot. Both sides showing that the fight was truly on, with some great breaks and some impressive bursts of horsepower. Pakistan dominating with some magnificent set plays and some lovely runs to goal. The sun shone down, making it a perfect occasion for both teams to show the crowds who was going to be the strongest nation. But it was England who started to edge away with a 5-3 lead by half-time. Spectators had the chance to tread in the divots whilst meeting a pack of hounds from the local Beaufort hunt. Celebrities also took to the field for the annual charity exhibition match. Back to the international test match, and it was all about fast and frenetic plays from both sides, which made for such an exciting second half. Pakistan came back fighting with some impressive ball skills from Samiullah and Hissam Ali Haider. With some excellent runs from the powerhouse Matt Perry and crucial support from Charlie Hanbury, England kept fighting hard. Pakistan just couldn't top the white shirts of the England boys. And on the final bell, the triumph came to England with a narrow 6-5 victory over Pakistan. The game literally went down to the wire and at times looked like it could have gone either way, both sides playing with incredible skill, but what was even better to see was the huge support from the English crowds for the Pakistani team as well as their own. Other prizes awarded included the retraining of racehorses' best playing pony, which went to Carrot Cake, played by Pakistan. A great win for England, lifting the famous Golden Jubilee trophy for the Swinhay International and retaining their dominance on Gloucestershire soil.
My name's Louie Heinlein, I'm 13 years old and I'm starting to play in the medium and high goal. I started off with my dad at a very young age because my dad played since he was very young as well, captaining the England side. So I've always been around polo in my life. My first memories are probably from when my dad was coaching Sakara back in 2012 and 2013, with them playing with Faku and winning the Gold Cup and Queen's Cup a few years in a row. As I'm getting older, I think I'm growing and getting stronger. So I think being able to control the ball with my strength is a lot easier, and getting bigger horses and faster and being able to control bigger and stronger horses will be helping my game. Young people they're kind of seen as dangerous in the sports, but young people can actually be quite experienced if they're brought up in the right way around polo and knowing how to play properly. I think just the adrenaline in that situation just makes it even more exciting for me, because when the adrenaline pumps to your heart, that's what I love about polo. just so exciting and exhilarating, the whole thing. Yeah, I love playing kind of in the middle or to number one, going to goal and always with the ball. My aim is to become a 10-goal polo player and play in the Open and try and win the Open and win the Gold Cup and Queen's Cup here.
With an impressive CV already and the youngest player to have ever played in the Gold Cup, following in his father's footsteps, he has a bright future in polo. Spencer McCarthy is one of the most consistent and successful patrons on the UK circuit, with his unstoppable Emlaw polo team.
I suppose being a patron in polo is the level I play at. You know, you need to be a reasonably successful businessman to be able to play the polo at this level. In England, it tends to be more serious at the level we're playing at. That does take the fun away from it at times. But, you know, you are playing with the world's best players and against the world's best players. And that polo at that level, at the high goal level, is completely different to the lower level. You don't have the stress and the pressure that the pros will have. It's about team spirit. A lot of these big teams, there's a lot of pressure put on some of those high goal players. In our team, in Emlaw, you know, we've got a great team spirit, and I think that's a big factor in why we're doing well. I sit on the board of Guards Polo Club, which is one of the biggest clubs in the world, if not the biggest club in the UK. And you know, a lot of our time is spent around trying to encourage more people into polo.
The red-coloured shirts have taken numerous titles in the UK's medium and high goal tournaments over the last decade. Highly passionate and always striving to be the best, Emlaw are the ones that everyone wants to beat. We return once again to Gloucestershire, but this time to Cirencester Park Polo Club, the haven for high goal excellence, and the hosts of the prestigious Warwickshire Cup. The tournament showcased tough contests between 5 22-goal teams are battling it out for a spot in the final. One of these teams was the mighty Lovelocks, led by Charlie Hambry, who is looking to end an unfortunate losing streak by lifting the trophy and hoping that his well-established Lovelocks horsepower would have the edge on speed to help claim the victory.
Cirencester is a home club for me. I grew up playing there, watching my father behind the stands, is where it all sort of started with the Cudmores and my father. So no, it'll be fun to be there on Saturday. I've lost the final of the Warwickshire 3 times, and so yeah, hopefully this time we can get it right.
Their opponents, the red shirts of the Emlaw polo team. Emlaw made their way through the earlier games with some of the finest displays of skill, not surprisingly coming from the experienced and highest rated player in the tournament, 8-goal handicap Augustine Tincho Merlos, the powerhouse and linchpin of the solid foundation of Spencer McCarthy's team. Quick breaks, some excellent ball skills, fabulous finishes and fast open polo led to some impressive goals, resulting in Emlaw feeling confident going into the final.
Three times in a row we played the Warwickshire and won it. So played with Tincho last year in the high goal, and first time with Alfredo. I think it's going quite well now together. So hopefully we should come out on top.
So the stage was set on a glorious day at Cirencester. Lovelocks looking to have the home advantage, Emlaw with the experience. Charlie Hambry found the posts going into the first few minutes of play on one of his favourite horses, Lovelock Sex, winner of the best playing pony in last year's Gold Cup final. He stole the ball and had an almighty run to goal. Another dazzling display of skill from Hambry and a great pass from Jack Richardson converted into an unbelievable goal with a cracking near-side backhand. Emlaw returned through the chukkers, and Tincho, showing the crowds why the Merlos name is still infamous in the polo world, helped even up the scoreboard at half-time. A moment of reflection and those all-important team talks to regroup. The Warwickshire Cup was soon going to be held high, but by who? Both teams came back fired up, and it was Merlos who came into his own, pushing the scoreline even higher. Lovelocks still fighting hard, and with even more dazzling displays of ball skills from Charlie Hanbury, meant that they were hot on Emlaw's heels. Lovelocks gave it their all with only one goal in it, and as the clock was ticking, a touch of genius was needed. And it was Merlos, with undoubtedly the goal of the match, going from one end of the pitch to the other, securing Emlaw's fourth victory of the Warwickshire Cup, and taking a 10-9 win in what was a fantastic display of horsemanship and polo.
Very tough. The field was amazing. It helped for the game to be fast. So now we are happy. We played really well.
Four-time winner of the Argentine Open, reigning from a polo family dynasty, we caught up with the legend that is Eduardo Russo Hegyi.
I started coaching with El Remanso. Charlie Hanbury told me that I was better outside the field than inside the field, and probably he was right. So the Hanbury family made me a big favor of hiring me like a coach. The thing that we do, the coaches, it is to, before the game, to prepare the players, to help them with the tactics, and also transmit all our experience, no? Which play they have to do in every situation. And during the game, we are another player outside, no? We play the game, watching it, we have a better view because we are outside and we are more calm than the players. And then we can adjust some things that they are not working or things that they have to be changed. But then the stars of these games, they are the players. In any sport, then they are the ones that they win and they lose the games. No, we are outside to help them. The challenge is always to be on the final, no, in the most important tournaments on the final and win it, no. But the idea, they have to have fun. The patrons, the players, because there are many teams that take part of the tournaments, but only one wins the tournament, no? So the idea is they have to have fun in good polo and then try it the best.
The Argentine embassy in London played host to the presentation of the team shirts for the international match for the magnificent Coronation Cup. The teams gathered for the event, which is the pinnacle of international prowess.
We've played twice recently in this country, this cup, against the Argentines, and we've lost both times quite badly. The last time we had Russo Hegyi as our coach, so I'm hoping that he will give the same instructions to them that he gave to us.
I think it's going to be a very tough game because they've been playing together for many years already. They're playing their horses, they're playing on their country, so I think they have a little bit of advantage there. But we have a strong team, we have a very young and hopefully talented team, and hopefully we can get. We don't have much time. We only have a couple of days to play practice together and try to get the best system and functioning for the team.
We caught up with some of the players during their practices to find out how they were feeling before the big match.
We needed this practice. Obviously we've been playing medium goal and high goal between the four of us, and it's completely different. This level's a different style of polo, and we started pretty rusty, so we really needed this. If you ask me, I'd always prefer to be the underdog. I've got faith that we can give them a fright. If it pours with rain all day, better for us probably, but because we played a lot in that sort of weather, but I don't think it will change much.
My best qualities in the high goal at the moment is that I think that I keep it simple and that I'm well mounted, and I hope that I'm easy to play with. We're pretty strict on our routines anyway at the moment, but we're not. I think that's when we were 18, 19, we'd have a few beers before the games, but not anymore, no.
The downsides of our team? Well, I don't know if there are any. I don't know. No, I hope there are no downsides. I think the downside is the strong Argentine team that we're playing. But no, I don't see one.
Really hard, I guess. The English team are playing together for a few years now. It's the first time we play together, but we have to see on Saturday. It will be tough for sure.
I know Argentina never lost this tournament, so for us it's a big responsibility, and we are very happy to be chosen, and we are ready to play. The English team is very strong. They are great players. I think they have a great team, and they play polo together very well. They have a really nice and good way of playing together, so it's going to be really tough.
Match day has arrived, and it is the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club that is the centre stage for this epic rival contest between these two iconic nations.
Oh, this is the one. Golden goal, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Here's his send-off. He's an Australian polo pony from Elliston. He came over this year, and we want him to win Best Playing Pony.
Don't get caught outside then, boys.
England will win today, 3-1.
Let's hope it doesn't rain, hope for a good game, and we'll see who comes out the best at the end.
As the teams were led out onto the field by the British Imperial Marching Band and national anthems rang out, the tense atmosphere was clear to see on the faces of all 8 players. Argentina, always confident, came out onto the pitch in full-on feisty Latino style and put away a good number of goals very early on, leaving the English boys noticeably surprised. Both teams with their pride on the line, goals just kept coming, but more so from the talents of each member of the Argentine team, meaning England had a serious lot of work to do and the gap was getting bigger. With a very young side, but commanded by the experienced high goal stalwart 10-goaler Facundo Pierres, younger players such as rapidly rising star Bartolomeu Castagnola and Alfonso Pierres were really given moments to shine. The weather took more of an English turn. The crowds thought that this might help the England boys pull something out of the bag, but Argentina just kept coming. England stepped up their defence, and it looked like a game plan was slowly forming. Like all underdogs, England love a challenge, and the British Lionheart started to beat harder and faster with some strong plays from captain James Byam and Jack Richardson, which meant the Argentine attack was temporarily slowed. A mistake from Facundo Pierres, which you don't often see, meant James Byam could capitalise for England, adding one more to the scoreboard and reducing the gap even more.
No te pases, obligalos a acá lo quisiste apretar demasiado y allá sí pasaste. Obliguémoslo a pegar bajando.
I just went there so he could carry it to our sponsor. Coming out the ball, he's coming in and then just if he's got any gap. Sorry, ¿eh? No, buenísimo.
Ahí,
Ante la duda, no lo sabía bien, le tiré el más dividido.
Perfecto.
Este es el Chapter, ¿eh?
Following a tough team talk from coach Will Lucas, the pressure was at boiling point for England. But it was a little too late for the home team to claw back from that shaky start. There was no chance that the Argentines were going to take their foot off the gas, and goals just kept coming. With some brilliant passes and some fabulous finishes, Argentina cemented their victory, becoming the winners of the 2019 Hurling and Polo International Coronation Cup.
We want to be playing this stuff more often, and it's all good learning curve, and we still enjoyed it.
It's very important for us to as Argentines to win. We cannot afford to lose at Polo, so we had this kind of responsibility, so it was good. It was great.
Following the match, the teams gathered for the presentations in front of the Royal Box, one of those important prizes going to Twitter for the best playing pony, owned by Jim Gilmore and played by Facundo Pierres.
The first thing I really love about Twitter is her temperament. It's pretty amazing. She's a beautiful type. She's got anything I don't like about it. She's got a big head, but that's all that's really wrong with it. She's got a beautiful conformation. And to be able to honestly tell yourself whether this particular horse is going to be good or whether it's not going to be good. A lot of people find it difficult, I find it easy. To find it difficult to breed something better than Twitter, that's a challenge, but I'll get there. I'll get one or two.
Thanks for watching The Polo Show. We look forward to seeing you next time for all the latest polo updates. Visit us at pololine.tv or on social media. See you next time.